Assalamu alaikum, brother. I'm Brother Rashad from Maximum Force Enterprises, assistant instructor of the Pciti. We're up here in Seattle from Los Angeles for this training, and I would like to ask this young brother how he's doing.
Doing all right, man.
Good.
A little sleepy, I'm gonna be honest. It's not a reflex, because that was very energetic. But I just, I'm a little tired.
Okay.
I can use a cat nap.
Yes, sir.
I'm good though.
Okay, my first question for you, brother. What is your age, name, organization, area from which you work?
My age, I'm 32 years young. My organization is, I'm currently working with the Alive and Free program / Dream Center, and we are pretty much located in the Auburn area of Washington. So, pretty much located in the Auburn area of Washington, yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. What were you told as to the reason your presence and participation was requested for this training?
One of my managers said that this training was imperative for where we're trying to go as a team in outreach, that there was a man coming up that was highly recommended that actually had a global persuasion, a global reach, and that we were fortunate to get him for a couple of days, and so they made it a mandatory training.
Okay. Mandatory was okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you, Mike. What did you expect, and what did you receive from the training?
The way that the lady had pumped him up, I was almost expecting, like, when you speak so highly about somebody, it's kind of human nature that people over-exaggerate to get you to come to something, but I wasn't let down. And so as I was listening to the brother break down his curriculum and stuff, I started to understand. I was like, no wonder why she had such a high regard for him, I was like, no wonder. So, yeah, he was worth his weight. Like, they say you can talk a good game, but can you walk a good game? And he walked it out.
Okay.
It was good.
Outstanding, brother. What was the most inspiring part of the training? If there was more, let me know that also.
I don't have my notes on me right now, but I was really inspired in general. One thing was the man himself. I watch character. I watch people and I observe leaders, and I seen. He might leave here and say Seattle was a tough crowd, but the way he handled the questions, the feedbacks, there's a lot of egos in the room, and he handled that. And some people have different motives when they raise their hand or they comment, and I really like the way that he humbly exercises authority. And so that was impressive to me. The curriculum itself was impressive as far as I liked. One thing I really enjoyed was the mindset of an outreach worker or an interrupter or an interventionist, whatever you want to call it. The mindset, how everything is predetermined before you get on the scene of a critical incident. It's not a spare of the moment, but there's a protocol, there's a way to handle things. He broke down there's a percentage, where if it's not lining up with the who, what, why, and where, you may not even feel safe to deal with that. So just knowing all that, and it comes in a split second, but to have that going in is definitely a strong, it gives you power and control over situations in your own lives and the lives of others. So I was impressed with that. I really liked the skeleton illustration where he said that we all have a skeleton, and that's the framework. We all have that, but the different people that make up this body of interventionists is the skin that goes on, and it could come in all different shapes and sizes, but we all have one thing in common. And so I looked at that and I said, you know what, but we all got to have the same heart. So basically that idea just took my ideas to a different level. I was like, so I really received a lot, man. I took a lot of notes.
Right. Outstanding, brother, outstanding. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate this training?
I would rate it a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rate it a 10. And one thing I would rate it a 10 is also because he's so goal oriented. He's so more like a perfection oriented that if it is in the 10, he's gonna ask how can we improve it, and that's a good quality. You know what I mean? Right. If he was sitting here talking to me right now and I said it was a 7, he's gonna be like, what could I do better to increase the overall experience? So that's.
Well, I'm going to ask you the question for him. Is there anything that Brother Bashir or his team that came up here with him could have done to make it more insightful, more engaging, or?
Man. I was solid.
You solid?
I'm a critic too. I'm a critical cat. I'm gonna be 100 though. I can't really think of no, you know. Can't really think of nothing.
Can't think of nothing. Okay. Would you say that the training that you've received in the last couple of days, man, has given you a different outlook on how you perceive things? How you perceive things from the day before the training, the first day of training, after the first day of training, and then also after the second day of training? Has your outlook on perception changed any?
Yeah. Like some of the things I mentioned before, I feel more empowered. I feel more, yeah, it has, and it's changed, and I've grown. Yeah, I've grown.
Right.
And I think our team, you know, is a more cohesive unit because of the different protocols and the things that have added, helped us to gel more with the one goal in mind, you know. So,
right.
Because it is so very fruitful, bro. Yeah, I can't knock it at all.
Outstanding. Get a lot of that feedback from all the other brothers that I've interviewed. Would you recommend this training to anyone?
Definitely would.
And for what reason?
I actually heard an outreach worker say that before you get hired on to do outreach, you should probably take the training. And when he said that, I was like, I agree. Like, there's a lot of truth to that. You know, a lot of us, I know me myself, when I got out the hood, I've been basically hood free for about 10 years. So I wanted to pull cats out because I came out and I had the scales fell off my eyes, and I understood like this is just going to be death or jail. So I started doing that naturally from my heart. That's what I wanted to do off top, and the work followed me. The work found me. You know what I mean? It's like you keep doing the thing that you do good, that you do for real, and doors open. But unfortunately, there's some cats that aren't like that. So they need to get this in their heart to be like, do you qualify for this kind of work? Because the work is real and it's not